Hey everyone, Drew here with MDITV.com, and I'm bringing you the medical news stories that you might have missed. From American Medical News, they're reporting that Medicaid funding extension has hit another roadblock in Congress. This time the Senate Democrats were trying to include a $24.2 billion Medicaid provision in a recent jobs bill, but a June 16th motion to end debate and move to final passage, which required 60 votes to proceed, failed 56-40. Now the House on May 28th had removed the 6-month 6.2 percentage point increase in federal Medicaid funding before adopting its version of Jobs and Tax Extenders bill. Republicans and some fiscally conservative Democrats opposed both Medicaid exemptions because they were part of bills not fully offset by revenues or spending cuts. And in other news, CNN Health is reporting that a simple 5-minute conversation with parents during their baby's regularly scheduled 9-month checkup can help their child stop bottle feeding, according to new research that was released today. An important step to weaning babies off bottles because prolonged use of the bottle can lead to tooth decay and nutritional deficiencies in young children. And waiting later can make it harder to make the transition, according to experts. Now, the problem here is that when infants are allowed to suck on a baby bottle filled with milk or juice for a prolonged period of time, it can lead to baby bottle tooth decay, or nursing bottle caries. Caries is a medical term for the progressive destruction of bone or tooth, specifically tooth decay. When a baby latches onto the bottle, breast, or sippy cup, the tongue covers and protects the bottom front teeth, and this results in the decay pattern. And moving on to other news, the Associated Press is reporting that Alzheimer's advances showed need for better drugs. Specifically, there are better brain scans to stop Alzheimer's disease, more genes that affect risk, blood and spinal fluid tests that may help tell who will develop the mind-robbing illness and when. But what is needed most is a treatment that does more than just ease symptoms. And this currently isn't on hand. And according to William Thies, the Alzheimer's Association scientific director, he states, we're really in a silent window right now with new drugs. But the AP story continues that there is some progress against Alzheimer's, a dementia that afflicts more than 5 million Americans and more than 26 million people worldwide. Alright, moving on to other medical news, MedPageToday.com is reporting that salsa and guacamole are among the top causes of foodborne illness. MedPageToday.com cites a review of foodborne illnesses from 1998 to 2008 found that around 1 in every 25 cases could be traced back to contaminated salsa or guacamole dished out in restaurants or delis. Possible reasons salsa and guacamole can pose a risk for foodborne illness is that they may not be refrigerated appropriately and are often made in large batches, so even a small amount of contamination can affect many customers. Now heading over to ReutersHealth.com, they're reporting that when weighing the benefits of one weight loss plan over another, dieters may want to consider what else might be cut with the calories and carbs. More than $30 billion a year is spent on weight loss products in the U.S., with 1 in 3 adults reportedly trying to trim pounds. The focus of these popular diets typically rests on both the overall amount of food consumed and the relative quantities of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Vitamins and minerals tend to be overlooked. So what they're getting at here is to make sure when you are dieting to include vitamins and minerals as much as possible, along with all the other considerations, depending on what you're trying to achieve with your diet. Well, and that does it for today. Check back again tomorrow for some more medical and health news items that you might have missed. This has been Drew Hansen with MDITV.com.